What is up, bitches? It is your host, Zoe, and I am back with another motherfucking episode on the I Overshare Podcast. It's been a week, and I haven't spoke to you guys, talked to you. We haven't kicked it in a while. I apologize for that. I mean, I don't, because I needed a little time off, but I apologize for being gone so long. I feel like when I don't record, bitch, it feels like an eternity. Oh my gosh, it feels like I've just been a lazy bitch for a week. Like, I haven't done anything, marketed, nothing. So, I'm happy to be back. I have, you guys know, I hope you know, I hyperfixate on a lot of shit. So, like, it's been Bob's Burgers for, like, almost a year now. But I just started a show called One Tree Hill, and I heard there's a journey ahead of me, But I think I'm a trooper. Like, I've made it through Grey's Anatomy, like, 12 times before and shit like that. And I'm also switching between Family Guy again. But, yeah, so that's really what's been taking up my time, and I've been working overtime because, bro code gotta eat. What can I say? I don't really have any business to catch up with. Not really shit is going on. I'm out of school. School ended. And yeah, there's really not much. If you're graduating right now, congratulations. I'm so proud of you. I wish I was me. If you're not even in school, bitch, I love that for you. Fuck. Living the dream. Living the life. Living la viva loca. Okay. Sorry. I don't know. I feel like I sound raspy. Like, I sound like a man today. Like, I was just... What like, that's me want to die. I'm never doing that again. Okay. Anyway, I'm just gonna get into it because I've kind of been a bitch this morning. I don't know. Nah. What can we do? What can we do? So today's episode is you're not an attention seeker for wanting people to care, and I really wanted to say you're not an attention whore for wanting people to care, but I decided to be civil for once in my life. And the reason I picked this episode is because I had a situation happen with me earlier this week, and it really just made me reflect on, I really do think, like, the ancestors and, like, God and everybody, they be putting me through some shit, like, weeks so I get my episodes, because, honestly, that's how I get my episodes a lot of the times. Like, I'll have shit written down, like, I have so many fucking ideas, but then I'll just go through some shit and be like, oh, fuck, this is the one. This is the one right here. So, yeah. You're not an attention seeker for wanting people to care. And I think everybody should be an attention whore no matter what, because this is your life. Do what the fuck you want to do with it. It doesn't matter if you want 90 people to pay attention to you. I'm all for that. I am really all for that. But what I mean by this is wanting the same energy, time, affection, care, notices, love that you give to people, and wanting that in return. And really paying attention when you don't get that. It's fine. I don't need anybody but me in life, But it just continues eating you alive over and over and over again. Because I know that's like my biggest issue, because it's like everybody preaches, like social media, friends, families, everything. They'll preach, why do you need somebody else to pay attention to what you love and what you do? And I mean, a little bit, maybe. I don't know. I don't care, though, because, like I said, it is my life, and I can be an attention seeker for wanting you to give a fuck about me like I give a fuck about you. I feel like it's not hard. It's not hard at all. And I feel like when we do tend to do this, how many times am I going to keep saying I feel like in every goddamn episode? Okay. But we tend to ghost people because instead of actually telling them what's wrong. But we need to remember at the end of the day, people cannot read our mind no matter what. My therapist had told me this a while back, and then a friend had reiterated it to me like 2 weeks ago. People cannot read our mind if we are upset, if we are feeling any type of way. So we do have to be the grown-up here and, reach out and learn how to communicate. If we don't communicate, we really can't expect people to know what the fuck is going on. Unless they really did some grimy shit and they know what the fuck they did. But majority of the time, that's not it. It's a lot of us, we tend to overthink a situation. We tend to overanalyze, over-criticize, and, think about shit that's not as deep as it might seem to the other person. So we really do need to fix that communication disconnect, that blockage that's going on. and speak out if you do want people. If you're not feeling properly loved by the people in your life, if you're not feeling that care and devotion that you need, and sometimes a lot of the people in your life are not going to be able to give that to you, you know? And that's why I think a lot of people do like put a lot of emphasis on loving yourself. Because yeah, it's great to love yourself, but I think when you have a little bit, because we all kind of, I think most of us feel like when we have to ask someone to care, it defeats the whole purpose of them caring. You know, we don't want to have to ask someone, can you pay attention to me? Can you ask questions? Can you, act like you give a fuck about me, like I give a fuck about you. It kind of takes away the narrative in a way, because you're like, okay, well, I'm asking for it, so it's not even like it was genuine, like they wanted to do it. But I think we need, when I say we, bitch, a lot of times I'm talking about me. I think we need to fix that idea and be like, okay, well, I'm going to tell them how I want to be loved, how I want to be treated one time, and, really explain at that time. But if that person decides to, take it, learn, run on it, great. I love that. But if they continue to neglect how I feel and how I have vocalized on how I want to be treated, okay, get the fuck out of my life, you cunt. Sorry. Can you tell I haven't been on for a week? Yeah? Okay. But yeah, you gotta realize, like I said, like the boundaries, everything comes in when it comes to every situation in your life. Like they're all fucking tied together. You can repeat yourself so many goddamn times, but if someone's not listening, if their actions are not changing, what the fuck do you want them to do? Like, what what are you expecting to change? You're being delusional at this point. Stop doing that shit. I'm not about to sit here and get on my knees and beg somebody to treat me how I wanted to be treated, but it's not even their fucking life, and clearly I'm not that important. In my head. I might be important, but like I said, I think it goes back to one of my top 5 episodes. Some people don't love in a way you want them to love you, which is really hard to fucking grasp. Like, I'm such a lover. I think what is it called? Your love languages. So mine, for other people, I'm a gift giver. I love gifting shit, but I also love in every single way. Like, and I also like to receive love in every single way. So it's like no matter what, I feel like I'm always open to it. So when I'm not getting it, because I love hard, like always with friendships. And I think that's why a lot of friendships for me end, because I love too much and I expect so much shit back. So I'll sit there and like wallow in it and won't say anything, because like I said, we all know I'm a retired people pleaser. And retired, but I don't know. Oh, there's a fly in the window and the cat's going crazy. So yeah, I think I have what is it? Self-destroyed? It's I don't know. But self-sabotaged. I feel like I have done that to a lot of friendships and relationships in my life, because I do have that expectation of wanting someone to love me like I love them, which I think isn't a bad thing. As I get older, I think growing up I was kind of taught to be like, okay, you expect too much of people. You expect people to love you too much. But then I feel like when you get older and you do meet those people who do love you unconditionally, you're like, it's not that hard. I'm not asking for too much. I'm not wrong for asking somebody to care about me, to give a fuck, and to want to reach out and talk to me and know what fucking color jewelry I wear. Like, that's not asking for too much. It's really not. Because when you have someone in your life like that, you truly are able to see it's the bare minimum. Like, it really is. It's not taking an hour out of their goddamn day to check in on me or say hi or ask me what I was doing, It's not that fucking hard. It takes 5 minutes. So why are we conditioned growing up that we're asking for too much and we're doing too much? No, let me be an attention whore and let me ask these people to fucking give a fuck about me. That's not a bad thing. And you need to know it's not a bad thing either. Reach out to the people you love and tell them what you are missing from them. And if, like I said, it depends on how they reciprocate that, and it depends on their answer and the vibe and everything. You'll know. You'll know how the fuck they feel about that situation. But I think so desperately we all want someone we can truly be ourselves around, and someone who understands us no matter what, I think the situation, like, I'm not going to talk about the situation that made me want to do this episode per se, but I'm going to talk about how I feel, because it's how I feel everywhere in life, and I think I felt like this if not my whole life, majority of it. So like I said, I am an extremely big lover, and I give and give and give. I never receive. And that really fucks with me because I feel like, why does nobody want to know about me? You know? But it's also hard because I've always been looked at the person, like I'm the youngest. My siblings are like 10, 6 years older than me. So it's like I was on my own to raise myself, like mentally and emotionally and shit like that. So it's like it's always been just me my whole life. So I think people look at that, and like I said, I'm a very independent person. I always will do shit on my own. I'll figure it the fuck out always, no matter what. And I think people look at that and they're like, okay, well, she's fine. I don't really need to check in on her. Or it's like she'll post it, she's fine, you know? So nobody feels like they have to reach out, but it's like, I think it fucks me up because there's not one person in my life, like family, relationships, friendships, anything. There's not one person in my life who has reached out and like asked me about my podcast since I started. And we have grown like crazy. And nobody asked me about my interests. I haven't had anybody ask me how school's going. Like, not one singular person asked me, okay, how's classes? How's school? How's your fucking freshman year of college that you just finished? Nobody. So I think there's so many things like that. Like, people won't know my favorite color. They won't know this. And I think it fucks me up so hard because I pay attention when other people do this, or I'm always so trying to make someone feel heard and feel seen. So it's like, it's never been reciprocated back to me my whole entire life. And I don't know what to do. It makes me feel like in a box, alone. Even though I know, like, people talk to me, and it's not like people don't know about me. I'm a very open person, which I think makes it fucking harder because I am so open. And like I said, my whole life, I've been a talker, I've made friends, I've been on sports, I've done this. So it's like I'm very out there. So maybe people feel like they don't have to ask me. Like, I'll just probably end up telling it. And that's true because I am that person. I'm so used to not being asked shit that I just start yapping. I'll tell you because I want somebody to ask me, so I'll just tell you. And I don't know, like, a little bit of that is my fault, but I don't know how to take away the feeling of just wanting someone to know about me. And it's like I'm not talking about like, oh, how was your day? Oh, are you mentally okay? Like, those aren't questions you need to be fucking asking me. Like, I don't care. Like, those aren't, I mean, maybe if I was like down bad, like depressed, like, and that was openly there. It's not. I want like friends, family, fuck, like, I don't know, just people in my life, like around my whole life, to ask me how was my first year in college? What did I do? Like, what were my classes? Nobody knows anything. And like, my podcast is my biggest thing to me. Like, this is my babe. This is the love of my life. And especially watching myself grow like this has been so surreal because, like I said, I am worldwide. I have grown in over 600 followers on Instagram in the past 3 months. It's surreal to me, and I have no one to share that joy with but myself, because no one asks. But it's like, I get to that point where I just told you guys, well, should I be asking them to ask? But I don't want to do that because I know everything that's going on in your life simply because I'm observant and I ask you questions. I ask you questions and you tell me. I know your favorite color, and I know what kind of jewelry you wear. I know how you act when you're pissed off. I know I just know little quirks about you. I know your type. I know everything. Why don't you know anything about me? You know? Why don't you know? Why don't you know all the lore on Zoe? Like, why don't you want to know, bitch? Because there's so much here to unpack. There's so much here to unfucking pack. And I think I get in that cycle where I'm just like, why the fuck? I'm so fucking interesting if people really just took the time, sat the fuck down, and were like, hey, bitch, how are you? And I feel like many of us are like that. People aren't asking us the right questions. Everybody's like, oh, are you going to kill yourself today? And then I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, okay, well, have fun. Like, I feel like that is what society is. You're like, you see the depressed girl. I'm not depressed. I'm not. But like, let's say when I used to be, I feel like people would text me and be like, oh, hey, are you okay? And you're like, oh, actually, no. And you're like, okay, well, just checking in. Love you. And you're just like, bitch, that's my favorite color. Fuck. I just want to, And it's like, yes, people are busy with their own lives. The world is crazy. Everybody's working. Everybody's busy. So no, I don't think it's good, and I don't have this with myself. Like, I don't like set unrealistic expectations. Like, I don't. In my head, I don't. Like, because like I said, I'm a very talkative person, but when it comes to my feelings, I'm very quiet, especially with other people, because I've been trained that if I say something, I'm either going to be cut off, like, I'm in trouble, like, something's wrong, you know? So I'm very quiet about that. Maybe I could get better at the expectations I set in my mind, which I am very aware of this. I'm very aware of all my fucking problems and how I can fix them. But I don't set that. That's why I kind of sit in thought for a while before I even think if I could say anything. But I tend not to, because like I do know everybody's busy, but it's like we're both the same amount of busy in a way. You could be more mentally busy and stuff like that, but it's like I still don't think me or you or anybody else that's feeling like this is wrong for just wanting to be loved, for wanting people to care. I don't think you're wrong. And I don't think you're a horrible attention whore for wanting people to notice you and wanting people to ask you questions. Bitch, everybody loves talking about themselves. Everybody, well, most people, not everybody. I'm not gonna say everybody. A lot of people really do love talking about themselves and their interests and what they do and like little fun things about them. So I feel like ask your friend, your mom, your sister, your brother, something interesting about themselves. Like ask them what's a new hobby they've gotten into, something, because it gets so lonely when you have nobody like per se to talk to. Like you have everybody to about you. Only you know everything about you. So it's like I could die right now. What the fuck are you about to say at my funeral? Because you don't know shit about me. You don't. Like you really don't. You can say I was cool. What the fuck else? Like bitch, what are you gonna say? So it's like definitely focus on that and definitely try to be more of that friend for somebody. Yes, life is busy, life is hard, but I think we could find more collectiveness and more happiness if we truly do learn how to be there for each other and learn how to be more observant in each other's lives. Because you probably do have those friends around you that notice every single small detail about you. But that's some people's personality trait, which I do understand. But just try to be a person for them so they know that you care. Or if you do feel like you're in a position where mentally you're not here, you're not, you can't give all that to a person because you're just trying to give it to yourself. I think communicating that, what the fuck did I just say? Communicating that will be the best thing, because I know if somebody told me, hey, mentally, I'm not really there, but I do love you and I do pay attention to what you do. I pay attention to what you love. I'm not the best at showing it. It would be extremely different. I'd be like, okay, well, thank you for reminding. It's like reassurance. Thank you for reminding me you love me and that I'm cared for and I'm heard. Like what they said, to be loved is to be known. Like, and I feel like that's so strong. And it's always okay to want people to ask questions about you because you ask questions about other people. It's okay to want people to know the little things about you because you notice them about them. You're not an attention whore for wanting some attention sometimes. Like it's a human habit. It's a natural feeling. We all want to be heard and understood by at least someone in their lives. Fuck, I feel like only my cats be hearing me out, and sometimes them motherfuckers don't even be listening to me. So fuck them, honestly, low key. Sorry. But at the same time, don't take yourself too seriously. I think that's one thing I'm really good at now. I don't allow myself, because I'm a very big feeler. I think, if you're in astrology, we've talked about this Cancer moon. We've talked about it, but I'm a very big feeler. So I think I internalize a lot of my emotions really, really hard. And now I have definitely gotten better, especially with my podcast. My podcast helps me visualize and rethink about a lot of the situations in my life. And I really hope it helps you too. But I take the time now to, when I do get in these spurts, I'm like, damn, I really don't feel loved by this person right now. I sit there and I think about it for like a day or two, or I allow myself to cry, I allow myself to feel, and then I'll think about it and I'll be like, why do I feel like this? How can I prevent this? Should I communicate? What are the benefits of communicating? What are the downsides? Will this person hear me out? Do I truly feel like this, or am I in a spurt? If I feel like this, what is the cause? Like, I'm trying to honestly dissect myself so I don't put myself in that box again where I get angry or I get really upset and I just start saying all my emotions at once. knowing the next day I really don't even feel like that anymore. I just felt like that in the moment, you know? So it's like, is it worth it telling somebody, I feel like you fucking hate me, simply because I feel like that for 5 minutes? Or should I wait on it for 2 days? And after like 2 days, if I still feel like they hate me, then I'm going to say something, you know? I feel like emotions are very big controllers in our lives, and majority of us don't know how to regulate them. Let's be so fucking honest. I think for me, I can regulate my emotions good, but my anger, mm, mm, I be ready to sack a bitch. No, not okay, no, because I'm not like a person like in public, like I'm screaming at you like if you pulled out the wrong way or some shit. No, I think it's more with the people. I'm not gonna say the people I love. More like with me too, or the household or the pets. I'm very quick temperamented. Quick temperamented. You know what the fuck I mean. I'm not gonna do this, but that's me. But I'm also that person where I'm only mad for 2 minutes. So if you're pissed off because I just yelled 30 minutes later, now I'm pissed off because I didn't even mean it like that. You know, I need to regulate my emotions when it comes to that. But I think I'm getting better. It's a growth process every day when it comes to how I feel internally when I'm upset. And, you know, trying to get better on that, because I think it's something we could all work on no matter how old we are. It's okay to want to be heard, valued, and supported always. And like I said, people always say, just love yourself. You don't need someone to care that much. But as a human, yes, we do. We crave someone to wholeheartedly know us like the back of their goddamn hand. Fuck, that's all we crave, whether it be platonically, romantically, anything. Like, I feel like we all just crave that feeling. Or it might not even be from a person, you know? It could be from anything. But I think I have one more thing. I screenshotted this TikTok. I literally just seen right before I started. It was like, when someone thinks you're ungrateful for the gifts, but it's actually just that you're sad because you don't feel seen. They get you, sorry, she typoed this. They get you, okay. They get you silver when all you wear and talk about is gold. They get you something in color you've always said you hated. So like they get you something in a color you've always said you hated. They get you food, but you've always said you never liked it. To be loved is to be known and to be seen. So you're not just ungrateful, you're just a little lonely. And that's so true, because I think it's very normal, because I don't know if it's just me. I pick up on people's favorite colors, the way they act, their favorite kind of jewelry. You know, like I said, gift giving is my love language. Very noticeable on that. But I don't think it's a stretch to want people to know what food you hate, because you've said it 6 fucking times. Like, are you not paying attention? Like, it's hard when I link up with friends and I've given these bitches my whole backstory 20 times and they're still asking me, oh, wait, that happened? Bitch, I told you 10 times. Like, where were we at? Where are we at? I don't think it's unfair. Now, would I hold it against Michi if he got me silver or gold jewelry? No, I have been a silver person my whole life, but I do have silver and gold jewelry on all the time. I mix it, and I know that's probably tacky to some people, but I pull it off. I don't know. So no, I wouldn't be mad at something like that. Would I be mad if he came home and what's something I don't like? Sorry, I'm a big bag bitch. I kind of like everything. Would I be pissed if he came home and brought me some fucking tuna salad? Yes, the fuck I would be, bitch. You've been with me for 6 years. What the fuck is this? You know goddamn well I don't eat this shit. You know goddamn well I hate tuna. So why would you do that? See, and that's fair. Cause why the fuck we do I feel like it's normal for us to expect people to understand that. Cause what the fuck aren't you understanding? What's not clicking, Steven? But I digress. Don't overthink it. And don't be too harsh. Always think out of situation. But lastly, this is something I wanted to say to me. I wanted to allow myself, because I did cry about this for a really long time, because I don't know, I just feel so alone in that. But I said one day though that we're okay if we are the only person who knows all of our quirks and battles. Just one day, I hope we all make it to the point of fulfillment and contempt with our lives, or I hope we find that love and patience within ourselves, where maybe we will get to the point where we no longer crave this attention and this affection from other people, and we are so full of love and joy with ourselves that, you know, it's just okay. I really hope we all get there. If it's a if it's a point we can reach, I really hope. I believe in it for us, and I believe we could all do it. And I love you guys. I know you love me because I'm so hard not to love. But I don't have anything going on this week. I'm working overnight. A little crazy. But yeah, and I'm on chapter 7 of my book that I've been writing. So yeah, but I love you guys, and I'm so thankful for you guys being here, listening to me, and sitting here and enjoying all 27 goddamn minutes of me, because I know I yapper fucking muggy. What can I say? Alright, that's it. I love you, besties. Everything that you need. Follow the Did I Overshare Instagram. Did I Overshare TikTok? And the Patreon is down below. Don't have anything on it, so like really you don't have to click that. I do have a Google Forms up on the Did I Overshare Instagram where you can recommend episodes of your choice, and it will be anonymous. And then you can join the group chat. It's called Geneva. It is also linked down below. I think that might be it. Alright, don't forget to repost and share if you guys are listening. I would love that, and I would love to repost anything you guys post. If you guys are listening to me, please let me know. I love feedback, and I love the support. I love you guys so much. Bye.